Okay, this is my video of the inversion table, and right now I'm going to focus on how to put it together. And it looks very simple and straightforward, so don't worry about it being overly complicated. And what I did is I unpacked everything from the box, removed the plastic, styrofoam, and cardboard, and here's the components that were in the box. And there's little hardware kits here, there's an instruction manual, there's all the little nuts and bolts, there's a couple little accessories here, and then the stand, of course, is there as well. So all of the hardware is precisely packaged, and there's the exact number of pieces that you need. And then to put it together, you just do it in sections. Just look at the hardware and tool section, and it tells you what you need to know as far as what each piece looks like and how long it is. And then you just start with the assembly instructions. It's really pretty straightforward. So the first part is to attach the handles to the stand itself. So I'm going to work on that, and it tells me exactly which parts I need in order to put them together, and I'm going to go ahead and do that first. Okay, this step was pretty simple to attach the handles, one on each side. And basically it was just 4 bolts that slip through from the bottom and then attached with the nut here. And there's a wrench to hold this side, and there's an Allen wrench to screw in this part. So you have 1, 2, and then you also have 2 on this side. And it's pretty simple to just put it in and tighten it up. Now the next section over here, according to this, will be to attach the seat. And the seat is right there, and I'll take the bolts. It's just 4 bolts that screw in, and I'll show you that in a minute. Okay, it was pretty easy to attach the seat to the swing arm frames. There's just basically 4 bolts, 2 here and 2 on the other side, and it was very simple to attach and just tighten them up. And you can see the arm rocks like that with the seat attached. And that shows it's done correctly. And the next part is to attach the boom, which where you would put your legs. So I will show you that. Okay, in order to attach the leg rest and the ankle rest, basically it comes on the pole, and you just slip it through here, and you slip this piece through there. And then on the footrest, you just slide the pad right back on, and as well as the ankle rest, just slide that piece on there until it's in the right position, and it just bolts in through here. Just slip that in there and put the bolt on and tighten it up. And the same thing here, you just put the bolt through and tighten it up underneath, and that is the proper way to do that section. Okay, the last part of the leg assembly part is this piece that I put on, and it just takes the 2 bolts that you slide through, and it's adjustable. There's an extra slot here in case you need to adjust it over a little bit, but I think having it out this way is better because it gives you a little bit more room between the legs and the ankles adjustment pads. So that's where I left it. And also I inserted this long piece into the bottom of the seat. And what you do in order to do that is you pull this handle back as far as you can, and then you slide it up into it. And then you can adjust it based on your height, your particular height. And then you screw this in. This is another safety. So when you get it to the right position, you screw that all the way in tight to hold it as an extra safety. And then you have this, this strap that you connect here and here. So this way, when you extend the chair, okay, and flip it around, it only goes so far. And that's basically how that part works. And there's a pole here on this part, and as you can see, there's 3 levels. So there's 1 here, 1 there, and 1 there. I have it adjusted to the bottom, which when I pull this seat down, when I pull this chair down, it will go further, as far as it'll go, and then you can see the strap on that side, and that's the safety. And then you just slide this back down. Now, if I didn't want it to go as far, what I would do is I would take this out okay? And then I would just slip it into the next part and slide it through. So it's very quick and easy to adjust, so that you don't go too far backwards any further than you want. Okay, when you're getting ready to use the unit, one thing you can do is there is this piece here, and you put that in once you have the adjustment to the correct setting. So once I put my leg in, you push this down, and you can bring this out to pull your leg out, or in, and then to lock it in place. But an extra safety would be to slide this through here, and that will enable it to stay tight in that section. Lock this in until you're done. Then you would pull the pin out, and then you push this down to release, and then you can remove your foot again. So that's how that part goes. And you can see how my ankle fits into the back part there very comfortably. It actually is very comfortable. It's a nice rubber piece. And then I would push down this piece and bring it in just to the right tension, to where it's not super tight, but it's snug enough to where once you're inverted, your foot is not going to slip out by accident. Okay, the installation is basically complete. All the components and parts are put together properly. And what I did was I actually adjusted this section here so that when I am laying against the chair and I have my arms comfortably by my sides, I don't move, I don't go backwards. But then what you do is you raise your hands above your head, and then all of a sudden the chair starts to go backwards. So it's like a fulcrum, and it's you have to kind of balance it to your height and your weight to where you get it in just the right section. And once you're down and inverted, if you need any assistance getting back up, you just reach your arm up to the handlebar, and then you can pull yourself back up, and then you bring yourself back down. And then that's why, you know, you'd have your foot locked in place before you invert, and then when you're done, you just push this handle down again to release it. And that's basically how it works. And at first, they recommend that you don't go too far. Just go to where you feel comfortable. At first, give it a couple minutes and try it. And then, you know, over a period of time, whether that be days or weeks, depending upon how you feel and how comfortable you are with the inversion table, you can gradually work your way down, all the way down to whatever level of comfort you want. And if you only want to go so far, remember you have the safety strap right here that you can restrict the movement so it won't go past a certain point. So you can feel comfortable with that. And then just loosen the slack on the safety strap and also adjust this bar here so that you can invert further down. And when you can invert all the way, it'll stay there. And then you can incorporate some exercises and some stretching if you like. And then once you're all the way in that inverted position, then you would definitely need to use the handlebars to bring yourself back up to a point where it would swing forward again. But actually, it just takes a little bit of practice, but it's not very difficult, and the benefits are tremendous for using this. And I've actually consulted with a chiropractor beforehand, and he said it's very safe to use as long as you don't have any heart conditions or things like that. And if you're not sure, you should check with your doctor first. But this can bring a lot of relief to anybody in pain. It won't, you know, change a herniated disc, but it will definitely stretch out the back and the muscles there. So it will give you some relief so that you can feel better. And you can work on doing this 2 or 3 times a day. And you can extend the time period depending upon how you feel. If you feel dizzy, then you shouldn't do it. You should come back up. You want to make sure that you feel, you know, comfortable and you don't feel lightheaded. Don't do it right after you eat. Wait a while so you don't have any food in your stomach. And, you know, just simple things like that. And just try it over a period of time. But the components of this inversion table are top quality. The construction, the design, every single part and material is well thought out. I didn't have any extra screws, nuts, or bolts. Everything went together just the way I expected it that it would. So I highly recommend this inversion table. I easily give it 5 stars. I'd give it more than that if I could, but it's definitely a quality piece of equipment that can really help bring you a lot of benefits to your lower back and upper back, and just to stretch out and get the benefits of doing a handstand in a very safe manner. So that concludes my review, and thank you very much for watching.